Hello,
That's up.
is it me you're looking for? It says I'm live, but I don't know. There we are. There we go. Okay. Pop out. How we guys? How we guys? How you guys doing today? Everybody feeling good? There we go. Hi man, what's up, Hampus? Hampus. What's going on? All good, and yourself? Good. Good today. I've been having a little bit of an off few weeks, but it feels like the smoke's starting to clear. You know what I mean? Start locking in a little bit more now. I get in these modes where I just get really anxious, and then I get very like, I don't know. You get it. You get it. Hampus shampus. You get how it be sometimes. Okay. Let me record this as well. There we go. Okay. So we're doing something different tonight. Yeah, I hear you. We're doing a roast of my decks. So, welcome to the Nyx Lotus Commander Deck Roast live stream, where you guys are going to be reviewing my decks instead of me reviewing yours. So I have all three of my aim paper decks that I run in the description. I know I only run 3. That's ridiculous. I'm going to start building more. But I want you guys to review them. So the first one on the list, I think, is Arna down there. So if we want to start with Arna, we can go ahead and click on that link. And what do you guys got? Roast me. What are some big glaring issues on some of my deck building philosophies, some of the choices I made when building these decks, and card pool selection, stuff like that? Just let me know what you think. Up first, we got my Arna deck. It is, let me get this live stream
Like
up.
Just, let me know what you think.
Not every card goes in Arna. That's a very good piece of advice that I have yet to take to heart. I'm still like, I don't know. I think every card might go in there. It's just that good. Oh, it didn't copy over my tags. That's annoying. Hi, what's up, man? Not every card goes in Arna. Needs more basic lands. Interesting. Is that an actual critique, or is that a roast? I think it needs more basic lands. I'm liking it if it's a roast. So the idea here, I wish I could go. Let me open it again. If I can find it. I don't know where Arna went. I just had it a little bit ago, but now I can't find it. Yeah, it's whatever. We'll just use this one. Just after scanning, not enough ramp. That's fair. Okay, so let me pull up a little notepad in the corner here so I can. Let me pull up a little notepad in the corner here. And write down what you guys are saying here. Okay. Bro's so unsure about his decks, he decided to hide the tags. Yeah, you know me. You know me. I had to hide. Had to hide them out. I wish I could find them, dude. This is so much worse without the tags. I'm gonna find that Arna deck. Bear with me for like 5 minutes so I can find the OG list. Also, if you hear a crying baby, dude, deal with it. Baby's gonna cry sometimes. Oh, she's so sad. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate this again. I think there's just a way to do. Okay, okay, good. Include primer and tags. I can't believe it didn't improve tag or include tags. Okay, we'll do this for each one of them. As big of a bitch as that is, which it is a total bitch. Bear with me for a second, folks. So unprofessional. What was I pulling up even? Sorry, this baby crying in the background. I'm like, oh, she okay? Poor little thing. Oh, okay, sorry. The baby's crying. Okay, I'm gonna post the actual link in the description here. Okay, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna loop for an hour. Okay, so the Arna link should be this one now with the actual tags. Enable tags. There we go. And I will just keep that open in the background. Okay. So if you want to reload the stream, the link down there should be this one now. Not enough ramp or slow ramp, I guess. Bro was so unsure about his decks, he hit the tags. Also missing one signet. Am I? Azorius signet, Orzhov signet. Oh yeah, I need Demir signet. Okay. Need Demir sig. More ramp. That's a sick version of Counterspell, by the way. I've never seen that version. No. Oh, from I think it's Final Fantasy. Pretty cool. Can't hear the baby, so all good for now. Hey, good. This commander is just green with extra steps. 100%. That's why I like it. It's like you combine these colors and it makes green. But you get a little bonuses too. You get to like copy stuff like Skull Clamp. And you're like, ooh, I like that. This commander is just green with extra step. Plague Mirror. No roast needed on that. It's just Plague Mirror. I like him. If I could put a counter on Plague Mirror, like a Horn of Valhalla, dude. I'm like, I could end up like Rogue's Passaging a Plague Mirror into someone's face. I don't even think I have a Rogue's. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, okay, okay. I was about to flame my own deck, dude. So, yeah, the idea here is it's just a token deck. So, we have the commander, which doubles all your modified creatures' counters when they swing. We have a bunch of stuff that provides board-wide +1/+1 counters, along with stuff that provides board-wide tokens. All this stuff down here. And then you just flood the board with tokens, flood the board with counters, double those counters. Exponential growth is the name of the game here with Arna. Wouldn't any of the colored mirrors be better, or do you do it for the infect? I do it for the infect, I guess, a little bit, but I feel like the other mirrors would be pretty good in here too. Now that I'm thinking about it. I kind of do like the idea of running the ramp mirrors in here. I will consider that. Interaction slop. What's funny is I was actually thinking about making a video about that, where the concept of the video was instead of thinking about your own deck and like how much interaction you run in your own list, you should consider like all the decks at the table in that and be like, as a table, you should be running like 20 pieces of interaction. You know what I mean? If you're assuming like this person's gonna run like 6, this person runs a bunch, this person runs a bunch, maybe you don't need to run up as much in your play group. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking about that with board wipes. I think board wipes have become like a thing where people are like, you need to run like 5, 6 board wipes in your deck. And I'm like, that's crazy because if every deck does that, that's 20 board wipes at the table. That seems nuts to me. What do you think about Herald of Lishark? Thinking of putting him in Hashatan. I run 2 to 3. Yes, I don't even know how many I run in here. I don't think I run any in here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that could be one of my big things. No board wipes. Jeez. No, I do. Austere Command, Blasphemous Edict, Elspeth, Promise of Loyalty. Maybe I should drop some of those. I think I should drop... Oh, I don't know. These are all pretty good, though. Maybe drop Austere Command. But that's the only way that I have to get rid of like board-wide artifacts and enchantments. That's pretty much what I use that for. Blasphemous Edict can come out for 1 black easily, and I can be left with creatures a lot of the time. Elspeth is a token engine that also board wipes. Promise of Loyalty does work when it does work. Like, everyone picks a creature, and then those can't swing at you. You wipe everything else. That, like, when that works, it does, like, absolute units level of lifting. I think Austere is better for Edict for being one-sided sometimes. That's fair. I can agree with that for cutting Edict. I didn't realize I ran 4 in here. That does seem a little high. Board protection, I don't know if we need to run any more of this. I run Boromir and Unbreakable formation. Maybe some more of that would be useful, though. Now that I'm looking through it, I'm like, 2 pieces of board protection seems like a little low. Couple pieces of board protection. Oh, I didn't have music playing. I don't have LJL in the stream right now to remind me to play music. Sorry, boys. Whoa! Scared the shit out of me. Let me know if this is way too loud or if it's whatever. I think the draw package feels pretty good when I play it. Silent Hall Creeper is just a pet card. I like that card a lot. The removal package just felt pretty good. Tokens, I have plenty of tokens. Someone was saying that I need more ways to put board-wide 1/1 counters on stuff. Because I only run 9 ways to do that. And one of them's actually a couple of them are proliferation. So I actually could agree with that. More ways to put board counters. I think that actually is probably something I need to switch with this deck. Okay, so that's the reason I duplicated here, so I can actually make changes to this. So what I think we should do is we cut Blasphemous Edict, like we were talking about. There was something else that we were going to cut too. We're going to cut Plague Mirror because we're going to add the other mirrors. What are those mirrors called? Lunar, what's going on, my guy? We're looking at my decks, roasting them. Making some critiques to them and seeing how they play afterwards. So right now I'm removing these to add the mirrors. Let me just find them like this. We have gold mirror, we have leaden mirror, and we have wherever this other secret hidden mirror is. There we go. Silver mirror. Abandoned Air Temple. Oh my god, Alex. That thing goes absolutely ham in this deck. I just pulled one out of a pack. And I was like, that's going immediately into this deck. I think I added it to the Moxfield list. If I haven't, I need to put it in here. I have not added it to the Moxfield list yet. I do have it in my paper deck, though. Oh, that card's went up to $6. Hell yeah. Okay, so we're going to put these mirrors in here. Which I do like. I think that's a good idea. We need Demir's Signet. And then we're pretty good on ramp then. I feel like we got 12 pieces of ramp. That's feeling better. Let's see what we got here. Ultimate Holy Magic is good for protection. Ultimate Holy Magic. Ultimate Holy Magic. 2 and a white instant permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If this spell was cast from exile, prevent all damage that will be dealt to you this turn. Okay, yeah, I actually like that. That's sick. That's a really good card. Damn. Especially on a budget. I like that. Copper is green. Not in the list. Actual goober. Actual goober. Avatar's Wrath is also a pretty good board wipe too. Avatar's Wrath is really good. 2 and 2 white. Choose up to one target creature, then airbend all the others until your next turn. Your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. Exile Avatar's Wrath. I don't know if I have enough token interaction to interact with that. Like, none of my stuff really makes tokens on ETB. So I feel like I'd be getting rid of a lot of my tokens with it. That is such a good board wipe, though. Actually, that might go in Kelsian. Now that I'm thinking about it, that might be a good board wipe for there. What's the card draw here? Let's see. Card draw, we got Benny Brax. Whenever a token ETBs, we draw a card. Dawn of Grace gets a hope counter for each creature one of ETBs. And then at the beginning of my end step, remove a hope counter, draw a card. Dusk Legion, whenever it gets a 1/1, draw a card. Helia, gain life, draw a card. Horn of the Mark, whenever you swing, look at the top, pick a creature, put it into your hand. Eidolon, draw cards when you make tokens. Knight's Whisper, Polywog Prodigy, draw cards when people play spells equal to its power or less than. Skull Clamp, Tezzeret's Gambit, draw 2 cards, proliferate, and then Takesia's Welcome. When small stuff comes into play, draw a card. We got 11 pieces. The card draw feels good when I play it. Replace Idol of Oblivion with Morbid Opportunist. Ooh, Morbid does seem really good in here. I feel like I want to keep Idol of Oblivion in here though too, but I do like the add of Morbid a lot. That kind of rounds out the card draw better for me in my brain. I like Eidolon a lot though. I think that stays. If anything, I'd probably take out Knight's Whisper for it. Replace Heraldic Banner with Bender's Waterskin, especially in blue. You always have Counterspell up if you have one land. How much Counterspell do I run? I mean, I've got Sword. That's pretty good. Just like Swords and Set Path Exile seems pretty good with that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Especially since my commander costs 5. I think that's actually fine. Now I can have like Swords to Plowshare mana open. I can have some of my other removal stuff open. Obscure Interceptor, Stroke of Midnight. I like that. That's actually cool. Horizon of Progress could be good. I don't know if you want it or not. Horizon of Progress. Horizon of Progress, is that like a land? Yes. Pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any type a land you control could produce. Pay 3, tap it. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Pay 1, tap it. Sacrifice Horizon of Progress, draw a card. Seems like a really good card. Yeah, I'll run that. Are you kidding me? That's a good land. Do you cast on other turns? Kinda. I mean, like, not like as like a theme, but like I've got like Stroke of Midnight, Soul Shatter, Obscura, Swords, Path Exile, but like not like as a theme, no. Replace Idol of Oblivion with Morbid Opportunity. Do you cast on other turn? That Elspeth is so bad. Maybe the battle for Bywater instead if you're low to the ground. Oh, I love this Elspeth, dude. You think this Elspeth's bad? It's a board wipe at its worst. Or just like a super big engine. I put it in every deck with blue or white and always pays off. That's crazy good. Yeah, it seems really good. Archaeomancer's Mage? Archaeomancer's Mage? Oh, map. Archaeomancer's map. When this artifact enters, search your library up for up to 2 basic playing cards. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Whenever a land an opponent controls enters, if that opponent controls more lands than you may put a land from your hand into play. That's definitely some good mana ramp. I like that card. That's pretty good. Metastatic Evangel, that's one that I need to put in this deck for sure. Forgot about that. I just found one of those actually in my collection. So I'm going to put that into the board-wide tokens. Boom. Or Claim Jumper. When Claim Jumper enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than you, you may search your library for a Plains card and put it onto the battlefield. Then if an opponent controls more lands than you, repeat this process once. If you search this way, shuffle. I think I like Claim Jumper better than the map, just because I can put 1/1 counters on it and it has Vigilance. Yeah, I like that. You could wipe all the same things for half the mana. I don't know. No, yeah, I agree with that. It makes for a better board wipe, but man, that +1 feels nice. And then if you can get that -7 off. Ooh. Sup, Nick? First time catching you live. Lead us. We are meaningless scum. You are our scum lord. Mike Potter. Mike Potter. Finally, a scum subservient. About time. A scum servient, if you will. We're looking at my deck. We're roasting my deck. Actually, we have 9 cards we need to cut now. So that's going to be a little rough. Let's see here. We need more board wipe +1/+1 counter stuff, too. Like, what are some good cards that give your whole board a 1/1 counter? Each 1 counter. Feldar's Retreat I've always thought about, but Force felt a little steep. Whenever you play a land, you get a 2/2 Beast, or you can put a 1/1 counter on all your stuff and give it Vigilance until end of turn. I've considered it, but I'm not sure if I want to pull the trigger on it or not. Why is Damning Verdict not here? Or Damning Verdict? Damning Verdict. I don't know. Let me see. Destroy all creatures with no counters on them. I do not know. That's incredible. Where'd my wipes go? Me when I have to sneeze with no Kleenex. Okay, so I think I can cut Elspeth for that. I'll meet you in the middle. I will get rid of Elspeth. And we'll do Austere, Damning, and Promise of Loyalty. Because Damning is nuts. That's actually crazy good. Abzan Falconer, all creatures with counters have flying. Ooh. I was going to say, I don't want to run too many of these cards that give my 1/1 counter stuff abilities, but flying is incredible. That actually does need to go in here. Put it in the too good category. Damning Verdict is so good. That's actually nuts. Okay, what else? Let's go to the next deck just for right now, just because we got a good pool of cards here. I can figure out some cut stuff whenever. Let's move on to Taval. Let me change the link because the link that's currently there is not going to be the link we're going to use. There we go. This is the link we're going to use. Let me change it really quick for use. If I can find it again. There we go. No. There we go. All right, if you refresh the page, the Taval link should be the new one now that we were all looking at. This is my favorite deck right now. That's something that I want out of this deck. Hi, chat. Oh, I arrived just on time. What's up, Chauvel? How we doing? With Taval, I want it to be like a heavy 2, light 3 on the bracket. Someone in the chat said that my Taval deck might be a 4 or like a heavy 3. And I didn't want it to be that, so we might need to power down the Taval deck a bit. And I also want to, weirdly enough, I want to increase the power level of certain aspects, like the land base. But I think other aspects of it might need powered down a little bit. Last card for Arna, Actions News Crew. Actions News Crew. Action News Crew. 1 and a white, 2/2 vigilance. Channel 6. Discard this card. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Draw a card. That's a pretty expensive channel. But you can do it and it can't be interacted with. And in this deck, that's a lot of value. Or you could just drop it as a 2/2. That's actually not bad. I will consider this. Because the channel not being able to be countered and stuff, that's actually really, really good. Yeah, so the Taval deck, I need to loop these beats. The Taval deck is a Sultai Reanimator deck. Trying to mill myself, bring back lands, reanimate big stuff that I mill. We got 9 pieces of card advantage. Stuff like Satoru, Guardian Project, Priest, Sack Outlets, Taval for stuff leaving grave. And then we got the actual card draw, because this is the deck that I actually broke down into those 3 categories we were talking about in the video. So these are the actual cards that say card draw. So we've got my looters in this category, like Emmett Selch, Likeness Looter, Vohair. Then we got card usage with stuff like Abhorrent, Oculus, Palantir, Ledger Shredder, Karavek, stuff like that. Oh, untagged. Well, that's annoying. Whatever. Sack outlets like Alter Dementia, Ashnod's Altar to sack the 2/2 zombies we get from Taval, Head Shredder. Go ahead and bring back the stuff we mill with Taval. Perpetual Timepiece, same idea, mill ourselves. Big fat creatures like Craterhoof. Stuff like Lord of Extinction, Scarab God, Sir Conrad, Calidus Assassin, Butcher. Just a reanimator deck. Want to kind of power it down a little bit, unless you guys don't think it's a power. I think it's a heavy 2, light 3, but someone in the Discord said it might have been a 4. So I kind of want to see what you guys are thinking about it. Abyssal Harvester. Do I run that in here? See, I feel like my decks aren't up to date, because I swear I run Abyssal Harvester like in my IRL deck. I swear I was just looking through this and saw that card. The 1 and 2 black dude? I swear I saw that. Yeah, Abyssal Harvester. I have one. This deck's just not up to date. Most of it is, though. That's the weird part. Oh, I do have Abyssal Harvester. It's in the card usage thing. There we go. I was going to say, I'm like, I swear I have that. I submitted Taval for my deck building challenge. Oh, hell yeah. Beifong's Bounty Hunters. That's the green-black one, Earthbending. We were just talking about this in a call the other day. Do I run that too? No, I don't. Untagged creatures. Whenever a non-land creature you control dies, Earthbend 2, where 2 is that creature's power. That would be incredible in here. Add Beifong. Seems really good. Maybe cut some of the bombs if you want the power. If you want to power down Taval. Like what? Ooh, Gabe Wallace, message retracted. What happened, Gabe? Oop, my B. Oop, my B. Oh, with the harvester? No, you're good. I genuinely didn't see it. I was like, there's no way I don't run that. There's no chance. I like this deck a lot. This is definitely my favorite deck that I run right now. The Craterhoof? Yeah, if I want to power it down, Craterhoof would probably be the thing that would just immediately do that, right? That's fair. Cut Craterhoof for power down. That's fair. I do want to add the shock lands and fetches, though. That's just something I've just always wanted to have in one of my decks. Overgrown Tomb. Misty Rainforest. I'm doing it all over the place. Sorry about this. Verdant Catacombs. Breeding Pool. What are the Demir ones? I could not remember what the Demir ones are. I could recommend Tormod the Desecrator, kind of fun, like a small Taval. Tormod would be fun in here. Get the 2/2 zombies when stuff leaves. Whenever one or more cards leaves your graveyard, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. Yeah, Tormod seems like a no-brainer in this deck. I don't know why that's not in here already. Polluted Delta, Watery Grave. There we go. That's 40 lands? Wow, okay, we'll just keep it like that then. Oh, Turn Timber wasn't in there. Okay. Oh, neither are any of these. Damn. Okay. So we need to drop some land. I think I'm cool with running like 41, 42 lands. This is at 44. Just because lands are like a big part of the deck. I think 40 I'm actually okay with. 40 might be fine. So let me cut back some of these. Let me cut back. What land should we cut here? Like stuff like Twilight Mire? That's what I'm thinking. I think we can cut Twilight Mire. We can cut... Lanalore Waste. Dark Catacombs. Dark Water Catacombs. And then just one more. I'll just cut a basic. What the hell going on? Tyler's calling me. I'm on live. Dang it. Just kidding. Drop a land. What's the lowest land color in the deck? Blue, 24%. We only run one island. I can't drop another one. What other land could we drop? End Rays could be a less powerful Crater Hoof. That's fair. I think I would rather just not go that direction if we're gonna cut Crater Hoof and then just like trying to figure out other ways to win. I really like the Beifong Bounty Hunters. I think that's great. Grimgrin is fun. Is a fun one in Taval. Three black blue 5/5 enters the battlefield tapped and doesn't untap during its untap step. Sacrifice another creature to untap it and put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever Grimgrin attacks, destroy target creature defending player controls, then put a 1/1 counter on Grimgrin. That's actually not bad. I like that. That's actually pretty good removal. I'll just reanimate that pretty early and then sack my zombies to start removing stuff. Get a huge Grimgrin. That's not bad. I actually like that. A Cursed Duneyard? Regenerate target Shade, Skeleton, Specters, Vampire. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was just going to regenerate my zombies. I don't know what my idea was there. I don't know what my big brain idea was there. Blossoming Tortoise. Two and 2 green, 3/3. When Blossoming Tortoise enters the battlefield or attacks, mill 3 cards, then return a land card from your battlefield into play tapped. How have I not seen this card? Activated abilities of lands you control cost 1 less to activate. Land creatures you control get 1/1. Yeah, I'll just take that for the little mill engine and the Beifong Bounty Hunters interaction. That's a cool card. I like that. What about the ancient one? Maybe a bit slow for the bracket 2/3, but for bracket 2/3 could be something. Black green 8/8. Can't attack or block unless there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. 2 black green. Draw a card, then discard a card. When you discard a card this way, target player mills cards equal to its mana value. That's kind of sick, actually. Yeah, I might consider running that in here. I was really into this guy when he first came out. I didn't end up building him. But I might run him in here just as a shout out, because that's pretty cool. Razaketh the Foul-Blooded. Ooh. Ooh. A mean one. Pay 2 life, sacrifice another creature, search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle your library. I don't know, that might be a little too strong if we're going for low 3, high 2. Wouldn't it? Just like having access to that many tutors. A cursed Dunyard regenerates Taval. Oh yeah, because she's a spirit. That's what I was thinking. There we go. So what land would we cut then? Hidden Grotto, probably. It surveils, which is nice. I don't know. Hidden Grotto is probably the one we'd get rid of if I had to pick one. A cursed Dunyard regenerates to vault. Do you have a lot of activated abilities? If so, 1,000-year elixir. I don't have enough to justify 1,000-year elixir. Actually, I don't even know if I have any, other than like a couple of mana dorks, a couple of looters and mana dorks. Yeah, I don't think it justifies running it in here though. Yeah, Razaketh seems really good. If I wanted to power up, I'd be like, yeah, Razaketh's the way. Is there any more good looters like Vohar, Likeness Looter, Emmett Selch? That would be pretty good in here. Undead Augur, later game card draw. Two black, 2/2. Whenever this creature or another zombie you control dies, you draw a card, you lose 1 life. That's actually good in here. Yeah, what the hell? I don't want it to be a zombie deck, but just the zombie tokens my commander makes. That's really good. Unctus Grand Metatech. One, 2 blue, 2, 4. Other blue creatures you control have whenever this creature becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a blue artifact in addition to its other types. It's not bad. You can turn my like zombies and stuff into artifacts, then they'll get a little buff, and then they'll also get a looting ability. So I can ditch some of the big creatures in my hand. That's actually not bad. If I'm thinking about it as just a looter, like being able just to pay like 2 life and then turn something into a looter that's getting an additional 1/1 this turn, that's actually not bad. But his last ability just makes something a blue dude. But the fact that my commander makes black tokens, Unctus feels weird. Obsessive Stitcher. Oh yeah! The little reanimator looter. I forgot about her. Nope, that's not what I meant. That's not a bad card, but that's not what I'm looking for. One blue, black, 0/3, tap, draw a card, discard a card. 2 black, blue, tap, sacrifice, return a creature from your graveyard into play. Yeah, it seems really good. That's like exactly what I need. It's a blue for a loot. Yeah, it's not bad. Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel. Thirst for Discovery, Assassin's Gauntlet. Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel. 1 blue, 2/1 flash flying. Whenever Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel deals combat damage to a player, put a chorus counter on it, draw a card, then discard a card. If there are 4 more chorus counters on it, you may cast the discarded card without paying its mana cost. Oh, yes, sir. Malcolm definitely needs to go in here. Seems very good. Holy shit. Mortivore, I've thought about. I didn't end up running it just because I thought it was a little slow. He's the 2/2 black guy, right? Yeah, 2/2 black, star, equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards, regenerate Mortivore. It's not bad though. That's gonna be a big old boy in this deck. I don't know. My heart of hearts tell me I won't run it. At the end of the day, I like the Lurgoyfs and stuff like that, but I don't end up running them. Wilhelt is a sneaky value engine. Wilhelt. 2 black, blue, 3/3. Whenever another zombie you control dies, if it didn't have decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie with decayed. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a zombie. If you do, draw a card. That seems really good in this deck for card advantage. Are you kidding me? Thought Erasure is always a pet card for me in Dimir colors. Thought Erasure. Black blue sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Surveil 1. Ooh, I actually like that. Because you could be like, who has something big in their hand? And like, if you have a reanimation spell, you could be like, just rip their big creature out of their hand and then reanimate it. Or Dance of the Dead it, or like Animate Dead it. That's actually pretty sick. I like that. And it surveils, which I like too. Skull Prophet instant include. Skull Prophet. Oh yeah, I definitely need Skull Prophet. The Mana Dork with Mill. Thirst for Discovery, I'm not sure about, Gabe. I tried that for a while in here. Assassin's Gauntlet. I don't know what this one does. Assassin's Gauntlet. Wouldn't that have been a... Oh, there we go. 2 and a blue artifact equipment. When Assassin's Gauntlet enters the battlefield, attach it up to one target creature you control. Tap all creatures target opponent controls. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. That's pretty great, actually. That seems like a good win con in this deck, honestly. Just open up the board and swing at people. Skull Prophet instant include. Vohar. Medallion Desecrator, you might have it. Yep, I got Vohar. A nice card would be Lotus Light Dancers. Oh, they're the guys that tutor stuff into your grave, right? The Sultai guys. Yeah, 2 and a Sultai, 3/6 lifelink. When this creature enters, search your library for a black card, a green card, and a blue card, and put them into your graveyard, then shuffle. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's fun magic right there. I'm definitely gonna add that. Definitely going in. Lost Monarch of Ifnir. Lost Monarch of Ifnir. What the hell is that? 3 and a black, 4/4, afflict 3. Other zombies you control have afflict 3. At the beginning of your second main phase, if a player was dealt damage by a zombie this turn, mill 3 cards, then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. It's going 2 zombie with that one. That's going 2 zombie for me. Lotus Light Dancers is really good with Dread Return. Yeah, it is. Tato Farmer. Tato Farmer. 2 and a green, 1/4. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may get 2 rad counters. Tap it, put a target land card from your graveyard that was milled this turn into the battlefield under your control tapped. Ooh, is that too much mill? Is Tato Farmer too much mill? Rad counters freak me out because they feel like almost too much mill. But I don't run like a bunch of rad counters. That would be the only one. I kind of like that, actually. Tato Farmer seems fun in here. Drown in the Lock would be peak. Blue black instant, choose one, counter target spell with mana value less than or equal to the number of cards in controller's graveyard. Destroy target creature with mana value equal to or less than the number of cards in its controller's graveyard. I'm not milling other people a ton though. I'm doing it a little bit, but I'm not doing it enough to I think justify it. Old Rutstein is good mill value. Old Rutstein. One black green 1/4. When Old Rutstein enters the battlefield or at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If a land was milled this way, create a treasure token. If a creature was milled this way, create a 1/1 insect creature token. Oh, I love that. I like Lotus Light and Old Rutstein a lot. Those are both fire. That feels like some fun magic right there. Okay, I've got to drop some stuff from this deck, which sucks. What are we thinking here with like getting rid of stuff? Terror Tide if you were behind? What does Terror Tide do? Where is Terror Tide? What is that? Am I just like completely missing it somehow? It's a sorcery. Creatures. Oh, there we go. Terror Tide. 2 and 2 black sorcery. All creatures get -X until end of turn, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. That's a pretty good board wipe, actually. I don't think I run like any board wipes in this deck. Yeah, Terror Tide is great. I think I might run Toxic Deluge. I think that might be the only one I run. Yeah, Toxic Deluge. Yeah, Terror Tide definitely I need to put in here. For sure. Culling Ritual. Wipe all my zombies, make a bunch of mana, use it to play some big creatures. I've been playing a lot more multiplayer Magic, so actually that seems like a good board wipe kit. Toxic Deluge, Terror Tide, and Culling. I like that. Gotta include Living Death. Oh yeah. Wipe the board and bring everything back. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Terror Tide I feel is better than Toxic Deluge. Toxic you can scale to like keep some of your big, so like I could like scale Toxic to keep my Colossal Grave Reaver around. Is the only reason I really like Toxic a lot in here. So I think I'm gonna run both. I don't think I'm gonna go with Culling Ritual though. That one, I think I've tried that in here before and I wasn't a huge fan of it. I gotta figure out. Okay, let's move on to Kelsien. We got like 11 cards we gotta take out of Arna. We've got 18 cards we gotta take out of Taval. Let's move on to Kelsien right now while we're here. Let me get an actual copy of Kelsien with the tags really quick. Duplicate along with tags. There we go. Okay, so the Kelsien link is updated if you want to refresh it, and we can go through this one. Colossal Grave Reaver just wins games on its own. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it does. That card's so good, dude. Okay. So for my Kelsien deck, this is an experience counter deck. So we're trying to use Kelsien, give it Death Touch with one of these cards, and then start using Kelsien over and over again with some untap engines like Sting, like Thornbite Staff, like Prop Room, Marvin to get another Kelsien, just to kill as many creatures as we can with Kelsien's ability, stack up as many experience counters as we can to make Kelsien a huge threat, or to make Azula, a huge threat, or to make Minhara a big threat, or to make Athari a big threat. Using stuff like Lae'zel and Metastatic to proliferate or add additional experience counters to us. Some additional pingers right here to help us remove some creatures. Ramp, removal. Synergy like at knife point to help us get 1/1s to help not be swung at. This is also like a rattlesnake deck. So we run stuff like at knife point. We run stuff like Court of Embereth, like Court of Grace. We run stuff like, let me scroll up here. Ghostly Prison, like Crawl Space, like Windborne Muse, Over Encumbered. Palace Sentinels, we run stuff like that to prevent people from swinging at us. Do you have all the courts here? I do not. I went through the courts, and these are the ones that could actually offer like a group, not a group slug, that could actually offer a rattlesnake-esque effect that could also bring home a game, like 4/4 angels and then dealing damage equal to the number of creatures I control. Like both of those effects could easily bring home a game. The other ones I was just kind of like meh on. Aang Airbending Master, that was one that I definitely needed to add to this. Oh, he's only $10 now? I thought he was like $40. The experience one? Oh, he's so cheap now. Good. That's really exciting. Hell yeah. Definitely need to add that. A Belly Norca, Impulsive Accuser. You say Belly like that? Oh, Nelly. Nelly Borka. 2 red, white, 2/4 vigilance. When it attacks, suspect target creature, then goad all suspected creatures. When one or more creatures an opponent controls deals combat damage to one or more of your opponents, you and the controller of those creatures each draw a card. I like that. We'll be drawing a bunch of cards with that, and we'll make some friends with that too. Okay, let's put that in the card draw. Archangel of Tithes. The 3 white was a lot for me with that one. I like Archangel, but 3 white was just too steep for a 3-color deck for me. Oh, Luminarch Ascension. Yes, great suggestion. Luminarch Ascension is crazy. I've recently built a Rattlesnake deck because your vid inspired me. Hell yeah, dude. Right, yeah, Luminarch's a great suggestion for this one. That can go right in the WinCon suggestion and the Rattlesnake. No, not there. Where'd you go? There it is. Eartha Joe, Frontier Mentor, double Kelsian. I like that. Two red, white, 2/4. When Eartha Joe, Frontier Mentor enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 red mercenary token with tap. Yeah, whatever. Whenever you activate an ability that targets a creature or player, copy that ability. Copy the ability for double damage and double experience counters. Oh, that's such a good ad. Hell yeah. Love that. That's such a good ad. Oh, yeah. And it gives me a little 1/1. Oh. That's great. That one's hype. I like that a lot. The Eternal Wanderer. Four and 2 white, 5 loyalty. No more than one creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer each combat. Love that. Exile up to one target artifact or creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Pay 0. Create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with double strike. -4 for each player. Choose a creature that player controls. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control not chosen this way. So I just get to keep Kelsian. That's like a good ass board wipe, and then people can't swing at me because I can just like ping their last thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that needs to go in here under my wipes. Sorry, Life's Finale. You can get out of here. That's way better. What are we thinking of drum bellower? I think drum bellower is great. They just didn't have one at my shop, but I definitely do need to add one to the list. Where did I put the untapped stuff? Was it just under synergy? Yeah. Revel in Riches could be a win con. Revel in Riches. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, create a treasure token with tap, create whatever. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 10 or more treasure tokens, you win the game. Yeah, that could definitely be a win con in here. Tataru Taru. I think I put Tataru Taru in here. Tataru Taru is fantastic. Lotho would be another good ad, though. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Termination Facilitator? One of the black, 1/3, tap, put a bounty counter on target creature or planeswalker, activate only as a sorcery. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls with a bounty counter on it is dealt damage, destroy it. I think our Death Touch stuff's way better than that. At that point, I would just add another Death Touch piece. Patriarch Seal? Isn't that what it's... Patriarch? Patriarch's Seal. 3, tap, add 1 mana of any color, pay 1, tap it, untap target legendary creature you control. Yeah, that's pretty good. The 3 is a little weird because my commander costs 3, but that's still a pretty good piece of mana ramp that could also... I don't know, though. Is that weird enough that my commander costs 3 to not run it, though? Because I feel like that's still just a pretty great card. I run Everlasting Torment and some other Wither cards for when I don't have Death Touch. All creatures dealt, or all damage is dealt in the source of Wither. It's not bad. I just, personally, I don't like playing into that. I would rather just, again, just run Death Touch stuff. Not of this world. 7. Counter target spell or ability that targets a permanent you control. The spell costs 7 less to cast if it targets a spell or ability that targets a creature you control with power 7 or greater. What? Oh, so it's a free counter spell for if they try to get rid of a late game Kelsian. That's actually kind of cool. I kind of like Not of This World and Taval just to like protect some of my big stuff. Where's my removal at? Where's my super suit? There we go. That's pretty cool. I actually like that. It's pretty weird, but you'll draw it late game too, so I think that the utility is worth. Yeah, Patriarch Sealed, fair. I run it in Rakdos Valgavoth. That's fair, you just get a free counter on anything that's massive if they're trying to counter something with it. But I mean, like, there's so many cards that just cost like 1 white or 1 black to just like give something indestructible or hexproof, and that essentially does the same thing but way safer and way more guaranteed. Yeah, I don't think Not of This World's gonna get ran in here now that I'm thinking about it. I kind of do want to run that blue or black red Valgavoth though. Yeah, whenever an opponent loses life for the first time each turn, put a 1/1 counter on Valgavoth, Harrower of Souls, and draw a card. That's just such a good, like... I don't know what's purpose in here. It would just be a card draw engine. There's no real it's not like a group slug deck or anything. It's just such a good card. Not of This World is just style points. Yeah, literally. Huh. each of their turns. What is that referring to? I think I run her. Minthara's in the list already. I think. Yeah, Minthara. Yep, she just has that weird ass art. My phone is so dark. There we go. For Vagabond's trigger, it's not each turn, each of their turns. That's cool. Hell yeah. Heliod, God of the Sun, mana sink if you have open mana plus vigilance. He already has vigilance though, right? My commander? Yeah, vigilance haste, yeah. That's a good suggestion if he didn't though. But they already built that. It's built right in. Oh my god. Assault Intercessor is great. One white black 3/2 for strike menace. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, that player loses 2 life. That's very good in here. What? Love that. That's definitely going in. Assault Intercessor is actually really good. Damn, that's perfect for this deck. I think I said 6 to 10 on the Discord. I ain't gonna be able to do that, boys. It's gonna be more of a 6 to 8 kind of live stream. I don't know what my deal is today, but like, I was just talking to some people on Discord about it. I am like so tired lately. I don't know what the deal is. Kazul's Fury gets past blocks and is an MDFC. Is Kazul's Fury an instant? I never noticed that. It is, and then I can just sack a giant Kelsey and fling it at someone's face. Take B12. Would that help? With me being tired? I'm honestly gonna put that in my notes. Take B12 because I need anything right now. I'm drinking a bunch of coffee and it's just like, that probably is not gonna help at all, but like it does nothing for me. I'm just like tired all the time. I'm genuinely probably gonna pick some of that up tonight. It's a fling. Yeah, that's really good. I just never thought about using it as like in response to someone removing or something. I'm like, that is really good just to have on a thing. Okay, let's go back through really quick. So Arna. Drinking coffee stops working after a while. Yeah, it seems like I'm hitting that point where I'm just like, okay. And I don't want to do energy drinks because those work too well on me. I get like shaky and like tons of anxiety when I drink those. I need some cards to take out. So we need 11 cards to take out of Arna. I think Action News Crew is going to get taken out. I'm just going to go with my gut here. I really like the board protection suggestion of Ultimate Magic Holy. 3 board wipes seems... I think I want to go to 2. So I think I'm going to get rid of Promise of Loyalty. And we're going to do Austere and Damning Verdict. The card draw feels good in this deck. I think we could probably cut Silent Hall Creeper. But I'm not going to because it's my pet card. I'm not going to let you guys make me do it. Ramp, I think I want to go down to 12. I don't think I want to run 14. Holy, the energy drink thing is so real. Oh, I hate energy drinks, dude. I feel like I'm having a fucking panic attack when I drink those. Okay. I need to drop 2 of these. Relic of Legends can get dropped. And I like Heraldic Banner. I like all these creatures, though, too. I think 13's fine. 13 feels good. 10 pieces of removal. 18 token makers. I think we could probably go down to 15 and still feel fine. I think it's finally time to cut Sinkhole Surveyor. It's finally time to get rid of it. The talismans. Oh, get rid of the talismans? Oh, I don't have the talismans. Oh, yeah, I do. Get out of here. I didn't even see that down there. Yeah, I think the Sinkhole Surveyor can go, finally. It's been a long time coming. 2 more can go. Let's do 1 more. Let's cut down to 16. I think Skrelv's Hive can go because they can't block. Add Wave Goodbye and Ray Fillet. I really do need Wave Goodbye in this deck. Wave Goodbye seems like it'll do work in here. Return each creature without a 1/1 counter on it to its owner's hand. Yeah, that feels fine. Those are so good. The board wipes are actually so good in here. What does Ray Fillet do? Which one? Let's see what this one does. 3 and a blue, 3/3 flying. When it enters the battlefield, put a mutagen token into play. Remove a 1/1 counter from a creature you control. Draw a card. Oh, okay. That's still not bad though. That Ray Fillet is not terrible. Wave Warrior. 2 and a blue, 0/2 flying. Evolve. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh yeah. Ray Fillet, you can go to the card draw, baby. Oh, is it really voiced by Post Malone? That's funny. What does that say? Okay. Open my chat back up, please. Thank you. Ray Fillet. Okay, so tokens are good at 16. Too good to not run. Reluctant Role Models, literally too good. Naga's very good. Nesting's very good. Lizelle's very good. Obzon Falconer. Giving everything flying is incredibly good. But you could do the same thing with like Naga Fleshcrafter if you want to get tricky with it. I'm not sure. Oh my god, we still have 7 cards to drop. Whew. This is going to be rough. None of the board counter stuff can leave because we need all that. Board protection's all very good. Board wipes, I still think we need 2. So I think we're going to not end up running Wave Goodbye and choose Damning Verdict over it. As far as card draw is concerned, 13's really good. I think we could go down to 12 though and cut a Night's Whisper. Because then like all that's remaining is like very combat creature focused, which is what our deck's going for. So I think that's a good cut. I think Silent Hall Creeper has to go. Even though it's my pet card, I think it has to go. Like, we need to get cuts in this. 12 mana ramp seems fine. 10 removal seems good. Again, I think we might need to cut a couple more token cards. Tezzeret's Gambit is meh. Okay. I was kind of thinking the same thing, honestly. No, not the creepy peepee. I don't think Horn of Valhalla is that great. It's like a mana dump to make soldiers, and then it gives the equipped creature +X for each creature you control. But it is really good because it's also an equipment, and you get copies of it with Arna. That is pretty good. Like, you can't say that's not good. Oh, I don't have Coven Encampment and stuff down here. Hold on a second. That's going to help a ton. Hold up. Well, that's going to help. What's up, Nick? Did you get my deck submission for the contest? I think I did, Unknown Hero. I got a bunch of them. I'm pretty sure I got yours as well, though. Dude, I'm pumped. Some people are actually submitting decks for that, and I'm actually excited. It's going to be cool. The Ink Shield is kind of too situational, no? Like, it's a lot of mana you have to keep open. Yeah, that is a lot of mana to keep open. I didn't think about that like that. Yeah, I like that. I agree with that argument, actually. I think that is too much mana to keep open. We can drop 2 lands because I want to be at 38, and then we're down to the where we need to be. So I'm going to drop Sky Cloud Expanse. I'm going to drop those little pay 1 to filter them in lands because those don't seem that good. There we go. Okay. So let's see how this one runs. This is the new version of this deck that you guys have tweaked here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. That's a pretty, actually decent hand. Okay, we're going to draw. Playing Exotic Orchard. Let me get my phone down out of my way here. Playing Exotic Orchard. Pass the turn. Oh, dude, this is way better. Boom. Lead and Mirror. Pass the turn. We got 4 mana open now, which is a perfect amount of manas for us to play our Benny Barax. Then we'll pass. See, this is what I mean, though. We need more ways to put 1/1 counters on stuff. Like, the deck doesn't have a lot of ways to do it. Ray Fillet. Yeah, we need more ways to put 1/1 counters on stuff. Oh, I just put in the, I got the craziest Ninja Turtles pack, by the way. I forgot to tell you guys this. In the same pack, I got a foil Mikey and Leo, and then I got the Ooze. I was like, that seems like a pretty good pack. But I put the Ooze in here, in Arna. So I forgot about that as well. The Ooze is in here now. Oh, I need the other one too. What's that other artifact that exiles stuff from graveyards, gives creatures 1/1 counters, and like gives them the abilities of stuff they exiled? Because that would be really, really good in here as well. What's up, Soulsborne? How we doing? Peak cuts, but next time build worse decks so we can actually roast you. Yeah, thank you. I was like worried about it. I was like, oh god, people are gonna be like, your decks are the worst. Swap Dusk Legion Duelist for Basim Ibn Ishaq. You just make me curse myself, dude? Did you just make me cast a curse on myself? Blue black 2/2. Whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Can't be blocked this turn. It only activates once each turn. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. How many like? Oh, I guess all these are historic spells. All my artifacts plus my commander plus all that other stuff. That is pretty good, actually. And it gets 1/1 counters on itself. I actually like that swap. I'm actually fine with that. Agatha's Soul Cauldron, yes. Well, that's dropped in price a little bit, too. Creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them have all activated abilities of creature cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Exile target card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Is that good enough to run in? I know it's a fantastic card. Do we run this in here? I feel like we obviously do. But maybe it's not as straightforward as I think. Maybe it's more of a specific type of deck deal. Why are you running mirrors? Because, dude, earlier we were running a lot of non-creature mana ramp. So we swapped out some of these mirrors so we can start throwing counters on our full board. Because the idea of the deck is putting counters on our full board and then just proliferating them with 1/1 counters. Basri's Solidarity, literally global 1/1 counters. One and a white, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. I mean, that's a lot of value in this deck. Honestly. 2 mana, and then in this deck, that's probably going to be hitting 2, 3, 4 plus creatures on the board, and then getting doubled with your commander. So for 2 mana, that seems like a pretty good amount of counters on your board. What's the other one that's like Requisition Raid that puts a 1/1 counter on stuff? I think Gideon's in the art, but I don't think Gideon's in the name. Yeah. I can't remember what it's called. You can like choose one. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe that was a bad hand. We got to drop 3 cards. I don't think Agatha's is actually going to go in here. I feel like that's way too much money for like how off or on the card could be in the deck. Okay, we need to cut 2 cards. Oh, I do run Feladar's Retreat. We'll put that up here. Oh, it is up here. What a world we live in. What do we drop? What are the 2 cards we drop now? We need more creatures that enter with 1/1 counters that just like straight up will ETB and just have counters on them and have like powerful effects that interact with those counters, so we can just start doubling those as well. I think that's something that we see, and that's why I think the Sinkhole Surveyor actually is a really good card, because it gives itself counters and it just starts spitting out. Yeah, I like Sinkhole Surveyor. I think Sinkhole Surveyor's back. I think Horn of Valhalla is a cut. I think it's better in your head than it is when you actually play it. The mirrors make Agatha a mana boom. Yeah, if they're in the graveyard, though. You know what I mean? I feel like there's some games where I spent 40 bucks on a card where it's just going to be like, oh, I can't really do anything with it. Which just feels bad to me. Which just feels bad. I don't think Abzan Falconer is going to make the cut. If I'm being honest. Are you running Virtue of Loyalty? I'm not. Virtue of Loyalty. One of the white created 1/2/2 Night token, like that. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and untap those creatures. Okay, yeah, that needs to go in there immediately. That's insane. Board counters and tokens? Yeah, Alex, it definitely would be a win con in here for sure, but I want to lean more into the game plan, so I do agree. Madame Null. Madame Null. The hell is that? Two and a black, 1/3 death touch. Whenever another creature you control enters, you may pay life equal to its power. If you do, put that many 1/1 counters on it. Holy, that's definitely going in here. Damn, that's good. Oh, this feels way better. I like this already. Chasm Skulker is a must include. Oh yeah, I don't know why I don't have Chasm Skulker in here. That's a really good point. That goes in the too good section. Baron Step Siege for global counters. The Berenstein Bears, dude. Two black, white. Choose Abzan or Mardu. Abzan at the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Mardu at the beginning of your end step, return a creature you control that died. Okay, yeah, no, I don't even care about that. Put the 1/1 counters on everything on the end step. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Generous Pup. Oh, is he the little guy in armor? Is he the little puppy in armor in the little Coliseum? Oh, no. 1 and a white, 2/2 Vigilance. Whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on Generous Pup, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. Holy shit, that's good. Oh, wow. That needs to go in here immediately. Wow, that's really good. Damn. Gosh, I wish Elish Norn could step on me. Dude, if only. Herald of War is cool, but it's more of a human angel type-ul. Yeah. Erdnan? What does he do? 1 and a white, 1/1. When he enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature with a 1/1 counter on it gains first strike until end of turn. If that creature has 2 or more 1/1 counters on it, it gains double strike until end of turn. The fact that I wish it did it, yeah, it only does it once, so I don't think that will make the cut. Shadrix seems really good in here. Just making tokens or buffing the board. I like both of those. Okay. 7 cards have to get cut. So I don't think I'm actually sold on Baron Step Siege. I was thinking about it while we were going through cards. I don't think it's as good compared to like Generous Pups and like others, like some of the other stuff we got recommended. I think Basri's Solidarity can get cut, but this 14 already feels way better than it did before. You have 13 humans, so Herald of War could actually work. Yeah, I feel like I'd want more. I normally aim for like 20 of something if I'm going for like a card synergizing with it that heavily. Enoch Bondkin. What does that do? Each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has first strike. I don't want to run too many of these. I just cut the one with fly. That gives all your 1/1s with that flying. Just because I don't want to get sucked into running all of them. Ripples of Potential. 1 in the blue, proliferate, then choose any number of permanents you control that had counters put on in this way. Those creatures, or those permanents phase out. Damn. That's incredibly good in here. There's a ton of stuff I missed for this deck. We need to take 6 cards out. I like all the 2 good stuff. I think this is all really good. Tokens can again get cut down to 15, so we can cut 2 of these. I think Felissa can get cut. She's so good when you read her, but she never ever does anything every game I play her. Anything. Genuinely nothing. She either gets removed right away or somehow they're just like, I'm just not going to touch her and just like kind of do other stuff and not touch any of these other things and then bounce her and then kill your stuff. Or it's just annoying. It never does the magic Christmas land thing you want her to do. 16 seems fine for me, actually. I don't mind 16. 10 removal, 12 ramp, 11 draw, 2 board wipes, 3 board protection. I can't cut Blitter Blossom. It's one of my favorite cards. It is probably my favorite card in here, actually. Gotta keep it. Gotta. Can we cut Boromir? Or I think we can cut Ultimate Magic Holy. I like the Unbreakable formation because it's protection that also has a 1/1 counter, and I like Boromir because it's protection that's also built into a creature with vigilance. So they both fit into the deck really well. Bitter Blossom's Peak. Yes, sir. Board counters, I think we can probably cut 1 of these. Actually, I don't know, though. These are all very solid. I think we keep all those. Those are all really good. Board protection, board wipe seem good. Draw seems good. Ramp seems good. Removal seems good. We can't take out 4 token cards, so some of the one or two of these have to go. Chasm Skulker's insane. Lazelle's insane. Naga turns your whole board into something, which is nuts. Nesting is absolutely busted. Reluctant Role Model just lets you move counters around when stuff dies. Like, that's really good. Dreamtide Whale basically never dies with Arna and Proliferate like crazy. Ooh, yeah. That's if you have Arna, though, and the Proliferate. If not, it's just a big whale. Big dumb whale that dies in a couple things. I would... honestly, I was thinking Flex Channeler, too. Metastatic's just so much better for the game plan. Flex Channeler's just like... you know, it's okay. Maybe a bit less ramp. You think so? 12 pieces? I think 12 feels fine, though. Yeah, Proliferate is the weakest sub-theme. Yeah, do we even need Proliferate? Do we really even need Metastatic? I mean, I like Ripples of Potential because it protects our stuff, but do we really even need Metastatic? Like, our commander's doing literally, like, exponential growth on our board, and the rest of our deck is pumping out counters board wide. Like, do we actually need a Metastatic coming in? Because it's really good. I mean, like, it's still a fantastic card, so I'm genuinely asking, do we need that? Because to me, I could go either way in my brain. I'm like, I could see us needing it, but I could also see, like you're saying, Proliferate being the weakest sub-theme and it needing to be cut at one point anyway. Nah, cut it. Okay. I needed someone to say it. Boop. Okay, we need to cut 2 cards now. I have a similar Zuko deck and cut all proliferate. Okay. I think we're gonna have to cut a couple token cards. Like some of the later game ones. Like I think Boss's Chauffeur can probably get cut. Just because that costs so much mana to actually use. Well, let me actually get like read it for you guys before I cut it. 4 and a white 0/0. It enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it equal to the number of creatures you control. And whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on it. And then when it dies, you make a 1/1 citizen for each counter that was on it. I would cut like at least one more ramp that is non-creature. Yeah, cut a Signet. Okay, so what 2 colors are the most important in this deck? White, blue. Okay, so that's funny. We actually will end up cutting the Devere Signet. I'm going to cut 1 token card. What token card should we cut here? Notorious Throng is one of my favorite interactions with Bitter Blossom. Just get an extra turn and just make a ton of 1/1s. I like all of these. That's the difficult part here. Oh, we have more token stuff though. So like Chasm Skulker is a token card. Nesting Doveheart, Hawk adds tokens. Shadrix adds tokens. Okay, what do we cut? We just need one of these token cards cut. Do we cut Call to Coppercoats because it's reliant on other people having creatures? That feels like the one out of all of these that I would be the most comfortable with cutting. Cut the Boss's thingy? What do we think, chat? Do we cut Boss's Chauffeur or do we cut Call to Coppercoats? Cast your votes now. A little 3-drop that makes us 1/1s equal to the number of creatures opponents control. We have to play Strive to target additional opponents, or Boss's Chauffeur, which gets bigger the more creatures we control and dies and gives us more creatures. Which one of these would you cut? Let me know. Cut the Boss's thingy, cut Coppercoats. Yeah. I think Bosses is really good late game. I think like having it and like Shadrix and Virtue as like a few late game options seem really good. Coppercoat seems reliant on opponents. I just don't like having anything that's reliant on opponents. Cut Bosses. Hold on. Cut Bosses. Cut Coppercoats. Cut Coppercoats. Coppercoats. I didn't see it before. Okay. Coppercoats is out of here. Let's see how this plays now. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Play test. Going to play a Command Tower and pass. Actually, no, we're going to play one of these tapped lands, pass. Then we're going to play a Silver Mirror. Wait. Yeah, no, we're good on still. Actually, no, we're going to play Bitter Blossom. We're getting tokens out. Next turn, we're going to make a fairy. Draw a card, play a land. We're going to pay 1 and a white for Wizened Mentor. Whenever an opponent activates ability of a permanent that isn't a mana ability, you get a 1/1 zombie. We'll say that one person activated that on a rotation. So we'll get our 1/1 zomboid. Comes back around us. Going to play a land. We'll pay 1, 2. Yeah, the mirrors feel really good. I actually really like them in here. We're going to play the Silver Mirror and then we'll play the Ooze just to like get it out, I guess. Well, I guess someone will have something in the graveyard. We're going to exile it and make a mutagen token. There is not a mutagen token on here, so we will just this squid is my mutagen token. We'll pass. We'll say one more person use one of these. We got one more fairy on our upkeep there. Pass back around to us. Horizon of Progress. Nesting Dovehawk. Like, you know what? This is a good game plan. Like, we've got the Ooze firing off with these mutagen tokens. We'll be able to sack the mutagen tokens to start putting counters on stuff. We'll play Arna to start doubling those counters. It's not feeling too bad right now. Again, I could use a little bit more guaranteed ways to get counters on stuff. But I feel like this is kind of how it's going to feel most games. You're going to set up tokens first, and then you're going to slowly set up some engines to like start drawing into some stuff that can give board wide counters. But let's try another one here. Restart. I can't keep that one. It's the black one, black white, black white. It's a lot of black white. I think we can keep that though. We can try it. So we're gonna go first. We're gonna play a isolated chapel tapped pass. Turn 2, we're gonna play leaded myrrh pass. Turn 3, we're gonna pay a 2 for an Orzhov signet, and then pay 2 again for virtue of loyalty to put a 2/2 knight into play. There's no way there's not a knight token. Okay, I was gonna say. Then we'll pass back around. Gonna play Dawn of a New Age with 2 counters on it. Actually, we'll play Morbid first, and then we'll play Dawn of a New Age so we can get 1 more counter. Then we'll move to our end step, draw a card from Morbid or from Dawn of a New Age, and we'll say we drew 1 from Morbid Opportunist as well. And then when we come back around to us, we'll draw. Man, that's really goofing us with the blue, but it's still not a bad game plan though. We got Macias going out, got Generous Pup, like just Macias and Generous Pup coming out with a potential Virtue of Loyalty. Like it's doing its thing. We just don't have the blue right now, which is a little awkward, but. I think we cut some of these colorless lands. They're kind of goofing me up with my hands right here. Like, I don't think we need Crawling Barons in the deck. Rogue's Passage seems very good and Karn's bad. Like, those both seem very good. I don't think we need the third one that was colorless in the deck. Let's add another blue into here instead. Gotta put some Gabagool token creators in here. That's what I gotta do. I gotta wake up this morning. I got some Gabagool. I woke up the next day and I got some Gabagool. Okay. We're gonna play a island and then pass. We'll play a Bajuka Bog, the most awkward Bajuka Bog ever, and pass. Play Heraldic Banner, naming a cat, I suppose. Pay 4 for Feldar's Retreat. Man, it's just really goofing us with the lands. That's okay, though, because we got a Claim Jumper, and we're definitely going to get 2 planes off of that bad boy. Where is it at? Where's the view wall? Get a planes. Get another planes. Boom, boom. And now we're back in the game, baby. And now we're just like that, we're back in the game. Arcane Signet. And we just got 2 more of those cat tokens from that whole rigmarole as well. And then we're gonna play 3 for a Halea. And then 1 in a blue for a Drake Hatcher. And we're looking pretty good. Not the Gabagoo. Not the Gabagoo, please, no. Play a land. Boom. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to give a 1/1 counter to everything with that land. You get a counter. 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 And then I'm going to pay 5 for Boss's Chauffeur, and it enters with a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the number of other creatures you control. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get 5 counters on this guy. So he's a 5/5. When he dies, he makes more 5/5s. When another creature enters, he gets bigger and bigger. I'm going to pay 2 for the Ooze. Start exiling stuff to make mutagen tokens. That's going to be pretty good. Not the Gabagool. When's the all-for-1 challenge decks needs to be turned in by? I don't know if I have like a set date. I'm probably going to want to make that video within the next month. So like try to do it within probably the next couple of weeks. Just so I can have time to record and look at all the decks. This shit just finished a pack of prosciutto. Shit is big. That stuff is very good. I haven't had that in a minute. You know what I had? I had goulash. Like an authentic goulash last night for dinner. Oh my god, it was good. I ate so much of that shit. Genuinely ate way too much of it. I like how this feels now though, guys. Genuinely, as I draw into that hand. That feels way better with the 1/1 counter kit we got going on here. So I'm definitely going to try to make those changes to that deck. We'll definitely get some playtest into that deck, boys. On the Tabletop Sim. If you guys don't have Tabletop Sim, pick up Tabletop Sim. Okay, the commander, the Taval deck is going to be rough stuff because we have 18 cards we have to take out. The first things first. I don't know what I was thinking with the 40 land thing. We're going to 38. We ain't running that much land. Go down to 3 here. Go down to 3 here. Okay. 16 cards need to get cut. Actually, I consider Traverse the Uvenwald as one of my lands when I make decks. So I'm going to cut that down to... There we go. So 15. You running some tabletop sim tonight? Tonight, possibly, actually. If I'm getting off the stream at 8, I possibly might, actually. Maybe around, like, 9-ish, I might try to run a game. Check out the Discord. Go under the looking to play Commander. I might actually be looking to play a couple games and test these out. I might not. I've been super tired. I'm actually going to run to the shop, or the store, after I get off of this and go buy some of that B12 stuff, genuinely. Because I'm looking for anything that could give me some energy. I'll go buy a coffee, get some B12, and then check out the Discord. I might be trying to play some games. Okay. Card advantage has to stay. That's all really good. The card draw is all really good. Card usage is all really good. Everything's so good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut anything from this deck. Like, honestly, like I want to cut Assassin's Gauntlet. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that. Beifong seems very good. Blossoming Tortoise seems very good. I'm going to cut Grimgrin. I'm not a huge fan of that one. Malcolm's very good. Lotus is very good. Old Rutstein seems great. Kuru Goldkeeper is just I took out the infinite combo with it, but it's still just an absolute banger of a card. I think I'm going to drop Obsessive Stitcher. I'm not a huge fan of that one. Skull Prophet definitely needs to stay. Ancient One can probably go. Tato Farmer can probably go. Tormod can probably go. Undead Augur's very good. I like Will Health a lot in this deck as well. That's going to stay. Those are going to stay. That stays. I think Thought Erasure can go. As much as I do like it, I think it's going to inevitably end up being cut. And that still leaves 8 cards to cut, which is such a bitch. Let's do Kelsien. Taval's going to be such a bitch. I'm genuinely going to be a total bitch about all the cuts because I love that deck. So let's figure out what we're going to cut from Kelsien. We need to cut 10 cards from Kelsien. Let's scroll up. 39 lands. We can cut one of the lands. I want to go to 38. 3 board wipes is fine. The Win Cons, Court of Embereth is great. Azula is great. Assault and Assessor is amazing. Aang's fantastic. Court's great. Luminarch's a fantastic recommendation. Minthara is great. Athari's great. I think I'm going to get rid of Revels of Riches. I'm just not a big fan of that card. I think it's a little try-hardy. Thornbite's great. I like all these. Eartha Joe is an incredible suggestion. I'm so happy about that one. I don't know how I'm going to cut anything out of this deck. Immediately cuts a card. You're right. I need to start saying the stuff that I don't know how to do because then it inevitably happens. We're never going to find 8 cards. Now we'll find 8 cards for sure. Marvin's too good. Magda's just some great mana ramp. Like, there's not a lot of room for this deck to get rid of anything. Oh, Crackdown. Someone is bringing up in the Discord that there's no reason for me to run Crackdown. I totally agree. Crackdown can go. Palace Sentinels can go. I think Mingara can probably go as well. This seems like a fine Don't Attack Me package. Death Touch is good. Card Draw's really good. Nelly Borka was a great one. I think we can get rid of Night's Whisper again. I'm just not a fan of it. I would rather just have like synergy with the deck than just running a random Night's Whisper. Oh, what else can we cut? We need to cut 4 cards. I'm not a huge Olivia Voldaren fan in this deck. I've tried running it a couple times. I've gotten to play it a couple times, and I never end up using her. She just sits there as a 3/3. So I think I'm going to cut her. I don't like her that much. $12 pieces of ramp seems fine. 10 pieces of removal seems fine. Man, my nose is like... I keep getting this... I feel like it's a nerve thing. I get it in my ear sometimes, where it feels like there's like a feather in my nose. Or in my ear. I feel like that in my nose right now. It feels like someone's like giving me a COVID test right now. Makes my eyes water. Oh, what do we cut, boys? What is the cut here? I would cut some spot removal since your commander kills things. Big brain. Big brain. Big brain. We can cut D-Spark because that's just not even repeatable removal or a body. And we can cut Utter End. Oh, we still need one more, though. Fuck. How many creatures does the deck have? Let me see. I think at least 30. 26. I'm actually going to cut Over Encumbered. I forgot that I wanted to do this because Over Encumbered is way too much of a targeting one player thing. I want all the ways that people don't swing at me to be ways that are like global, not ways that are like, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and target you in particular to not be able to swing at me easily at all. So Over Encumbered is definitely the one to go there. Oh, I like that hand. I normally shuffle, but I'm gonna play test that hand. I like it. Okay. Play a mountain. Pass. Ooh, play a clifftop retreat into a Marvin. Pass. This is gonna be good. Pay this. No. Play this. Into our commander. We have 2 commanders in play already. Let's say we can Kelsey-in one thing. We can Kelsey-in one thing down, dude. Boom. Oh my gosh. Into the Court of Embereth. Into the Court of Embereth, dude. Boom. Court of Embereth. Go ahead. I'm going to make my little knight token here. My little 3/1 knight that doesn't exist for some reason. Okay, I'll use you as my 3/1 knight. That's my 3/1 knight. And then I'll also play Bella Borca. When it attacks, suspect target creature, then go to all suspected creatures. Whenever one or more creatures an opponent controls deals combat damage to one of your opponents, you and that player will draw a card. Yeah, don't swing at me. I got all these blockers. I've got all these pingers. I'm going to go ahead and ping something that blocks bad with both of my things. We'll make 2 more counters. Boom. Boom. We got a 5/5 Kelsey-in right now. We got a second copy of Kelsey-in. We got Nelly Borca. We're making another one of these ally tokens. We're dealing damage. We're untapping. We're playing lands. We're playing Patriarch Seal so we can use Kelsey-in multiple times. We're keeping mana open for Terminate. Oh, yeah, we're keeping mana open for Terminate like that. We're looking pretty alright with this deck right here. I don't mind that. Marvin is goated. Marvin's so fucking good, dude. Like, actually insane. And we got Mathis, so we can start putting some counters on stuff, like bounty counters. Smoking stuff with bounty counters with Kelsey-in. We're smoking bounty counters out here. Getting more and more 3/1s with Court of Embereth. Dealing more and more damage with that. Stacking more and more value. Swiftfoot Boots to protect our guy. Kazuls if they block bad. Deathbringer. Othari coming out at the perfect time later in the game to where if we have a bunch of experience counters, we get a ton of 2/2 Rebels now. Seems really good. Gosh, I have so many decks on Moxfield, I don't know which one to get IRL. That's why I only have 3 decks, dude. That's literally the reason. I have so many on Moxfield that I want to build that I'm like, I don't know what decks I actually am going to end up building. Kelsey-in was just a lightning in a bottle because I was like not into Mardu at all, and this is the commander that actually got me into it. I'm running Marvin in my Satya deck. Satya. Satya. Come on, Satya. If that is your real name. When Satya Aetherplex Genius attacks, create a tapped and attacking creature token that's a copy of up to 1 target creature. That's a cool card. Damn. Okay, let's see if we can get anything done with the Taval deck. We gotta cut in 8 cards, and I'm gonna be a total bitch about them. I'll let you know that right off the bat. This is my baby girl right here. It's so hard to make a cut in this deck, genuinely. I look through it and I'm like, I just want to cut all the cards we just added. Like, I'm probably going to cut Wilhel. I'm probably going to cut Undead Augur. I like Skull Prophet enough to actually keep it. Old Rutstein's one that I like enough to actually keep it. Lotus Dancers I like enough to actually keep it. Malcolm I like enough to actually keep it. Those are actually great suggestions. Blossoming's really good. Bayfall. Those 6, like right there, where it's 6 over the deck. Those 6 are the ones I really, really like. But we need to cut 6 cards, which is just like, oh my god, it's so difficult in this deck. Like, so difficult. Yeah, Marduk's kind of not my thing either. Normally it's not. Kelsian just kind of changed it because I was like, this is a whole different brand of Kelsian. Maybe Kervek. I don't know how much crime we commit. Old Rutstein, you know ball. Someone recommended that during the Insidious Roots is so insane. Oh yeah, I forgot about Insidious Roots. That is so gross in this deck. Creatures don't control, add for mana. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, you get a 0/1 plant. Then plants get 1/1 until end of turn. Not until end of turn, just 1/1. That's gross. Yeah, that needs to go in here too. Damn. Okay, let's we gotta organize this a little bit, I think. Let me get some taggage going. Ramp. We got Ashnod's Altar for some ramp. We got Head Shredder because it brings back lands that we mill into play. We got Jet Medallion reducing cost. We've got Soul Ring. We've got Armored Scrap Gorger. We've got Aftermath Analyst bringing back all our lands from graveyard back into play. We got Birds of Paradise. We've got Blossoming Tortoise, which will put lands that we mill back into play. Insidious Fungus lets us ramp a land out of our hand into play. Delighted Halfling lets us tap for land. Sakura Tribuilder sacks to get a land. Skull Prophet taps for land. Tireless Provisioner gives us fucking treasures or whatever they are. And then I think that's it for ramp. So how much ramp are we dealing with there? 14. I think we could probably go to 12. But let's go back. Let's go through these really quick. This needs to be not in there. Okay. Oh, we already had wipes or whatever, didn't we? No, we didn't. Okay. So wipe. And then removal. And then also mill. Removal. This is more like a wipe, I would say. Oh gosh, we don't run like any removal. That sucks. What, like 7 pieces of removal? That sucks. We need more than that. Oh yeah, Roots makes your mana or your zombies tap for mana. So that'll be some good ramp. Did you already put that in ramp? No? There we go. Okay, so we can cut 3 ramp cards. That's going to help a lot. Removal, we have 7, which is disgusting, but we also run 5 wipes, so I guess that's whatever. Okay, Alternate Dimensions mill. That is also mill. That is also mill. That is also mill. This is also mill. That is also mill. Okay. This is mill. Not really mill, but filling our graveyard, so I'll consider it mill. Watching you have around 10 pieces of ramp is kind of crazy to me because I usually run around 6. I guess it depends on the deck's mana curve. Interesting. Yeah, I normally run 10 to 12, but my mana curve's pretty low as well, so maybe I can get away with lower. Reanimation. I was gonna say all the stuff down here should just be reanimation. We run a lot of it. It's a reanimated deck, baby. There's more reanimation up here somewhere. Oh, we already put it in there. Cool. Yeah, 10 pieces of reanimation, 7 pieces of removal, 5 wipes. Bay Fongs, I'm not really sure where we would put this. This is going to be in mill. Protection. These are some more bombs. Where'd I put bombs? Wait, where's my Colossal Grave Reaver at? Was that in my... Oh, okay, it's here. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. We need to separate these bombs out. Yeah, Metacurve doesn't matter too much because this is a reanimator deck too. There. Are you running Stitcher Supplier? Easy 1-drop for 3 mil ETB and 3 mil when it dies. I was running Stitcher Supplier, but it doesn't seem like I am anymore. Which is weird to me, because that is really good. Yeah, I think our bombs are looking pretty good. Go into the protection pile. I don't think Beifong's bounty hunters are gonna make it, if I'm being honest. Kuru Gold Keeper's great ramp. Stitcher's gonna be a good mill. Excuse me. We have to cut 7 cards. Kishla Skimmer. I had Kishla Skimmer in here for a while, and then I actually cut it. But it is really good. I'm kind of not sure why I cut that one either. Okay. I'd cut Malcolm. Seems like a fun card, but it's a bit, yeah. I just agree, honestly. I think 1 piece of graveyard protection is good to have. 1, because most people don't run graveyard hate. A 1 piece. Cut Scrap Gorger and Fungus. Yeah, we had to get rid of Ramp anyway. This other stuff's just way better. I think we can cut Ramp down to 12. And I think I'm going to get rid of Jet Medallion, honestly. Well, the reason I like Jet Medallion is because it makes Animate Dead, Victimize, Dance of the Dead. It makes all my reanimate stuff cost less. Because I'm going to keep that. That's actually really good. I've convinced myself otherwise. Tireless is just great with the land interaction. Yeah, I think all 14 of these probably stay. We need to drop a land. So we can drop... Oh, never mind. We put him in here by accident. He should be up with our bombs. You're better running a talisman instead of Jet. I mean, if that's how strongly we feel about Jet, I'm just gonna cut it. We need room in the deck anyway. We need room in the deck anyway. Is Unearth worth it in this deck? I don't think it is. I was just gonna use it to get back like Rex Sages and stuff, but I really don't think it's worth it in this deck. I'm definitely going to cut 2 of these board wipes. Probably Terror Tide, if I'm being honest. I like Toxic Deluge being able to keep some of my other stuff. I just like it. And Living Death. I've tried Living Death before in the deck, and I just didn't like it. Like, it just wasn't my style. So what have we added? What have we actually added here is the question, though. Skull Prophet, Insidious Roots, Blossoming Tortoise, Stitcher Supplier, Old Rutstein, Lotus Light Dancers, Kishla Skimmer. We've added like 7 or 8 cards, which is actually way more than I thought we were going to get in my Taval deck. I think you could drop to 12 ramp. Yeah. Honestly, the way you're talking, I think I could drop to 10 ramp. Like, but we only need to get rid of 1 card. Never mind. We don't need to do all that. What do we get rid of here? Because I love all of it. Like Soul Ring is the one that I'm like, as weird as that sounds. I'm not gonna do that, but like, they're all just such good cards. Like, I don't want to cut Bird. I love birds. Arcane Signet. As weird as that feels, that honestly almost feels like the one. Assassin's Trophy is crazy good removal. Ooh, that's really good in my deck too, because I can interact with some of my ETB on my land abilities. Yeah, I need to put that in here. Oh yeah, we do need more removal really bad. We don't even run Rex Sage. What are we doing? We'll throw a Pongify and a Rex Sage. So we got 10 removal. That seems much better anyway. I think cut Aftermath or Sakura. Yeah, I think Sakura can probably get cut if we had to pick one. Here's the thing, though. I don't think we actually need Pongify or Rapid Hybridization, because we run Calidus Assassin, Chomping Changeling, Reclamation Sage, and Grist, which can all be like reanimated and reused. So I think I would consider all these like a twice use case scenario in this deck, because a lot of the time I will end up using it just to or using reanimation just to reanimate stuff like this to reuse it. So I don't think that's that big of a stretch. We just need to cut 1 card. Accursed Marauder. The only reason I don't run that is because then I feel the need to run like Flesh Bag, and I need to need to run that Orc and like all of them, and then I'm like, that's way too much deck space. I like Kaervek. You guys were talking about getting rid of Kaervek. I like Kaervek because committing a crime is targeting something in a graveyard, so every time I reanimate something from someone else's graveyard, I can get back one of my reanimation cards. Which is like, you know, that's pretty fucking good. I think we can drop Vohar. Honestly. I don't know though. Because it lets us reuse Reanimate, which is like very good. I can't cut Vohar. It lets us reuse Reanimate. What do we drop here? I made a wild ass beat today. I'm gonna play that. Hold on a second. Get ready for this wild shit. Holy shit. That's it. 1 card. What do we get rid of here? What do we drop? Other than the beat. I want to playtest it a couple times. Maybe we do cut. I want to get rid of one of these looters. Emmett Selch is insane. Likeness looter can become copies of something in your graveyard. But all my stuff in my graveyard's big. I don't like lightning looters, likeness looter as much as I thought I did. Because all my stuff in my graveyard's big. I don't really care about copying it. I'm going to cut that. Let's try this. Ooh, I like that hand. I'm going to try it. Next. Okay, we're going to play a Great Erishan City. And then pass. We're going to play a Polluted Delta and crack it for a blue. And we'll get a Sunken Hollow. Oh. I wanted my Sunken Hollow. Oh, it went away. I gotta find it again. Sunken Hollow. Comes into play. Oh, it'll come into play tapped. I don't want that one. I'm just gonna get an island. And then that's gonna let us play our Vohar. Then we're going to untap. Play a Forest. And we'll pay... Ooh, this is an awkward turn. There's not really a lot to do here. We're going to draw a card and discard a card. We'll discard a Colossal Grave Reaver. We'll pay 1 for a Soul Ring with like awkwardly nothing to do with it, which is weird, but whatever. Pass. Okay, this turn we're going to play Taval. 1 black, green, blue. And then we got 2 mana open that we're not really going to do anything with. I'm going to draw a card, discard a card. Little awkward start, but that's okay. Taval's good enough to bring it back. Taval attacks mill 3, Volgavoth, High Market, Command Tower, and bring a Command Tower back into the battlefield tapped. Put these back into the graveyard. Tap Vohar to draw a card and discard a card. We'll discard a Bane of Progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Scarab God. Then we'll keep some protection open. If someone tries to board wipe or do anything, we'll Heroic Intervention. And then when it comes back around to us, we'll start being a menace. We'll start Scarab Godding out some stuff like Volgavoths, some Colossal Grave Reavers to start milling us some cards. Not really hitting anything, but still, not bad. Head Shredder first, then Taval. Oh, never mind. Taval's on attack. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, we can keep this one as well. We're going to pay the 2 life for Overgrown Tomb and play Delighted Halfling turn 1. Pass. Turn 2, we're going to pay 1 for a Birds of Paradise and then 1 in a black for a Ripples of Undeath. Turn 3, we're going to draw pre-combat main. We'll mill 3 from Ripples, and then I will pay the 1 to get back a Ledger Shredder to my hand. I'm going to play Polluted Delta. We'll just pretend that I sacked it and got an island to save time. Play Ledger Shredder. And like already we're pretty good. Play a Dream Root Cascade. We'll pay 4 for Taval. Oh yeah, we get to do our little mill 3, get something back thing again. We'll get back 6 because why the hell not? And then we'll pass. Comes back around. We'll mill 3. I will pay 1 to get Abhorrent Oculus. Abhorrent Oculus leaves my graveyard. I get a zombie token. And then we will pay 3 for 6. And then we'll pay 3 to use 6. And we will discard a Necrobloom Snarl to cast. Oh, I have Abhorrent in my hand? I didn't know that. Well, we'll Ledger Shredder connive Abhorrent out of the hand eventually. Play the Abhorrent with 6. Draw into Butcher. Looking pretty good. What's up, Brendan Gergensen? How we doing? Again, I think I would probably keep this as weird as it is. Draw. Underground River. Oh, actually. No. Yeah, Underground River. I guess we might as well play the... No, we might as well do Underground River so we can do the Vohar. Turn 2, we'll play a blue. Play Vohar. Comes back around, we'll play Death Cap. Tap Vohar to draw a card and discard a card. We will discard a Spy Master's Vault. And then we will pass the turn. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. So actually what I'm going to do instead is draw a card, discard Lotus Dancers, and then pay 1 in a black to Dance of the Dead my Lotus Dancers back into play. And then when those come into play, I'll get a green card, a black card, and a blue card into my graveyard. Can I pick a multicolor card for each one? Like Colossal Grave Reaver for black. It says all three is separate things, so I'm imagining you can do each, right? Yes, you can. Okay. So we're going to get Colossal Grave Reaver, we're going to get Calidus Assassin as blue, and then all we're missing is green. So for green, we're going to grab 6. So I'm going to put all these in my graveyard, and then I'll pass turn. This does not untap. Pay 1 and a green for a Kishla Skimmer, and then a green for Delighted Halfling. Draw a card, discard a card. Discard a Butcher of Malakar. Pass turn. Play our commander. Draw a card, discard a card. Discard a Spy Masters, and then play a Soul Ring. And then, yeah, we'll start doing our Taval things. Swing for 4, mill 3, bring back a land, make a zombie, fill our graveyard over and over again. We got Guardian Project now to fire off. When the card left, we would have drawn a card off Kishla Skimmer, so we'll draw into a Priest, which is even more card draw. We hit an Escape Containment, so we can go ahead and mill 5. And then bring back a creature from our graveyard into play. We'll bring back a Colossal Grave Reaver, which will mill us 3. And then that'll get us a Reclamation Sage, which will blow something up. And then our second copy of Escape Containment will get us 4 or 5. And then we'll bring back a Butcher of Malakir. And yeah, as you can see, Taval does its thing. Taval does its thing. And I actually like this a lot. This doesn't feel very, very different from my version. It's just got some more like fun like EDH cards. Like the one that searches for each color, the Lotus Light Dancers. I am a huge fan of this one. This feels like some good old school EDH right here. I really like that. And Old Redstein. That feels like some good old EDH as well. I like that a lot. Alright, I'm going to head to the store. I'm going to buy some B12 under your suggestions, see if I can get some energy. Check out the Discord, and I'll let you know if we're going to do some tabletop tonight. I'm not sure if we will or not, but if I get some energy, I definitely am down, because I want to try some of these out. So yeah, make sure to watch the video about the deck competition. We're giving away $50 worth of singles, so if you've been in the market for some singles for your decks, maybe submit an all-for-one deck challenge. You can find the rules on that video. And yeah, maybe you could be the one that wins the $50 worth of singles. I don't know. Anyway. Thank you guys for checking out the stream. Thank you guys for helping me with my decks. I really, really appreciate it. We've got Arna 2.0, Taval 2.0, and Kelsey 2.0 all locked in. So I'm very excited to make some changes to these decks as per your suggestions and advice. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. And I'll talk to you when I talk to you.